Hi guys, sorry for the chewing noise in the background. Got a puppy on my lap with his bone. Yeah, and the room is kind of wild because we've been playing all morning. How's everybody doing out there? I'm gonna try to keep a brief PSA and a little invitation, I would say. Let me move I had my thumb over the mic. Hope you guys are doing well out there. I'm tired. We are transitioning this little creature to sleeping with us at night, and it's a transition. It's like, the family bed. So, but he was so cute last night. He loves always just to be in the middle of us. Like if there's even the slimmest of crevices between us, he's going to wedge his body into it. So he was just like so tucked in there. He's so cute. So we're loving having him and now sleeping with him. He could sleep through the night. We've also had the wonderful world of worms this week, so I won't bore you with those I won't gross you out with those details, but yeah, we've been dealing with that. So yeah, he's a good doggy. So yeah, he goes after those bones. It's yak bone. My PSA is I'm tired because this has been a month of dealing with stuff. And my PSA is this: get thou a will if you don't have one. And if you do have one, I implore you to, or if your parents have a will and you are looking ahead to the future, and this is a hard thing to look ahead to for any of us. These are hard conversations to have with your parents, and they're hard conversations for parents to have with their adult kids. I get all that. Trust me, I've been on both sides of that equation, and it's easier to avoid. But it's at the same time, the smartest thing is to not avoid it. So this is your urging to bite the bullet, have the conversation. And the thing that I spent almost the whole last month dealing with something related to my dad's death in 2021, and we're in 2025, intensely, like it's a full-time job. And hopefully it's coming to a closure today, but it's involved at least 3 states, maybe 4, as many banks and lawyers. I mean, just so complicated, which it didn't have to be. So the thing that I'm going to implore you is to have somebody who either is preparing your estate, your will, or somebody, if it's, because a lot of times things have been prepared like years, decades before, have somebody take a look at it, just an overview of it, and ask them one question. Is this plan that's in place the best to meet my needs while I'm alive? I mean, that's the most important thing, is it's your estate, it's your money, it's your property, it's your situation, that it's meeting your needs while you're alive, but also, is it set up in the most efficient way for my heirs? Because there are simple changes that can happen that can mean the difference of resolving something in a couple of days or 4 years, and still paying lawyers and for things that look very simple. Just one brief example is you could inherit property, and a person can be deceased, obviously no longer accessing that property, and it can take you a very long time to sell it because of the way that it's set up. So, but there's things that you can do while you're alive to make that as if it was just your own property. So, and those are pretty simple fixes, but they're very complicated fixes after the fact. I recently had a discussion with somebody, a chat with someone who's near and dear to me about someone in their family, in their in-law situation family, who are in their 80s and of significant means, who have no will, and who have a lot of kids that are already having cracks in the foundation of their relationship, of a big group of siblings over, guess what, politics, and there's no will. So the person I was talking to bit the bullet and sort of spoke into the situation, which was, these are delicate, tricky conversations to have, and basically said, you're setting up a situation where your whole family's going to fracture when you're gone, which no doubt will, because it's going to be Lord of the Flies, and there's no being able to, fall back on, well, this is what mom wanted, this is what dad wanted at all. And they already have cracks in the foundation. So everybody's going to be fighting over a teacup, But you can, it's so preventable, this stuff. And I don't know why people are so afraid to confront that. But I guess those of us who have been on all sides of it now, it's no longer afraid. Like, our stuff is locked down and is constantly being looked at and re-looked at to make sure that it is meeting our needs and also not going to be a major cluster F for our heirs, you know, when we're gone, that things are really streamlined. So that's my PSA. If you don't have a will, get one. If you go to LegalZoom or whatever, something. And yes, if you don't have a will and you think it's going to be really simple and like, you know, your house is just going to go to your daughter or something like that, it will not be simple like that at all. And actually, your heirs could be at risk of losing things too, because you haven't designated. So, you know, get a will and then have somebody just look and just ask one simple question. Is this going to meet my needs? And is it also going to be the most efficient way to resolve this when I'm gone, so that people aren't, you know, having to grieve and at the same time clean up lots of messes. So that's it. That's my PSA for today. Now, on to more fun things. My invitation. So we're at the end of February. I'm freaking worn out from February because of this thing I've been embroiled in. But I've also been embroiled in another project that's really, really fun at the same time. So it's been but I'm tired. Anyway, so I was in the shower yesterday and, you know, shaving my legs, and I had changed the sheets and put on these fresh flannel sheets and thinking, this is really one of my life's pleasures is, you know, putting on fresh pajamas, clean sheets, clean shaven legs in the evening, and crawling into bed with this just incredibly luxurious feeling. And then putting on like my lotion, and sometimes I even spritz on a little cologne, and, you know, just that clean, fresh, smooth, everything's just soft and smells good and everything. So I was thinking that I'm going to do this with my family tonight. And I invite you, I'm not inviting you to go to the shower, come and crawl in bed with me, but for yourself, to end this February, because they say march forward. We're going to march on into March tomorrow. So I'd like to invite you to tonight, when you go to bed, make it special for yourself. If that means putting your favorite sheets on the bed, changing your sheets, picking out your favorite pajamas, nightgown, whatever you wear, taking a shower or a bath before bed, and, you know, whatever it is that you like to do, light a candle, do your bubble bath, whatever, you know, whatever it is that luxurious kind of feeling, and crawl into bed tonight and just, you know, feel that feeling. Like, we'll just sort of create this sort of web of feeling of just comfort and luxury. It's a luxury. I was thinking about that watching this hearing with Donna Adelson this week about when she was describing a 1/2-inch mattress on a metal bed, and she was basically begging for another 1/2 inch on the mattress for her sciatica. How luxurious it is to have a nice bed and to have nice sheets, and, you know, how, you know, makes me want to appreciate the things I take for granted sometimes. So I'm going to tonight, the last night of February, do all of that. Take my shower right before bed, shave my legs, put on my favorite jammies. I just changed the sheets, so I have my soft flannel sheets. And I'm going to have John and Lillian do the same. Like, we'll just sort of, in our family, just sort of like have our vibe tonight of just going to bed and just feeling that comfort, that surrounded in intentional, luxury is the word that keeps coming to me, but it's also comfort and abundance, and abundance of rest and just harmony, you know. And then see how you wake up in the next morning by just total full-on pampering. But, you know, what a simple thing, you know, but we can turn anything into pampering. I'm going to put I don't know if you can see my flowers. Yeah, I got all these roses. I'm going to put my roses so I can smell my roses next to my bed. And just, you know, I'll just be putting that vibe out, thinking if any of you are out there joining me with that, like, aren't we so lucky to be in this cozy situation and feeling so, I don't know, I'm having trouble with words because I'm tired, but you know what I mean. You know the vibe, just good vibes. So if you'd like to join me with bringing out February like that so we can step into March fresh, ready to step forward, ready to march forward into what that's bringing, ready to spring forward because spring is starting to come, even though there's a lot of snow on the ground still here, but I was out running around just now in this shirt and a light sweater, and I felt like, man, it feels like springtime because it's been so cold here. And then I looked at my thermometer in my car and it said 37. I'm like, when does 37 feel like spring? But it does. Anyway, I'm rambling. I need a nap, but I'll catch you guys later. Hope you got a little something out of that, and I hope you think about pampering yourself tonight when you go to bed and just enjoying the simple pleasures of comfort. All right. Take care. Catch you later.